In the previous video, we saw how to add a CPD file to the database. In this video, we'll see how to actually insert or add piping elements in the CPD file. Now, if you have not got the CPD file open, you can, let me close this, you can go back to the dashboard, and then from the dashboard, you can open up the file or click on the file name. You can also go to the project where the CPD file was added, and in there you can see the CPD file. If you want to take a longer route, you can go to the clients page. From the clients page, you can see the project name. Click on it and open the project folder. In there, you can see the CPD file. Click on the name and it will open your CPD file. In this video, we are going to add piping geometry or pipe elements, very basic, very fundamental pipe elements. So go to the left-hand top corner and click on the plus button. When you click the button, the elemental item window opens. Here you can see the type is pipe and DN300 is the default size selected. You can go in and select all the different sizes, whatever pipe element you would like to insert in. Next, there is from and to. These are the nodes, so from node and to node. Now, by default, it will just keep on adding or changing the from and to nodes. If you are creating a branch section, then you need to change the from node. Two nodes will be automatically generated. Next comes dx, dy, and dz. So what is the extension of this element in, or the projection of the element in dx in x direction, dy in y direction, and dz in z direction. Length will be calculated automatically. For this element, we will add 1000 in dx or x direction. So as you type, the length is automatically calculated. Now let's do a reverse. Let's change the length to 10,000, and you can see that the dx has already changed or updated to show 10,000. Now let's say if you wanted 1000 in x direction and 1000 in y direction, you just add 1000 and 1000 in both those text fields, and the length will automatically be changed or calculated. Now, if we edit the length here and let's make it 1000, the dx and dy components will be automatically updated here. Then when you click on save, the pipe element with DN300 would be added to the 3D model. Elemental item window will be kept open. Now, as you can see, the from node has changed from 1 to 2, and the to node has changed from 2 to 3. So what happened is the previous to node, which was node number 2, has now become from node number 2. And then the to node became number 3. As you can see, this is very intuitive web app that you can use. Now let's close this window and see the 3D model. In the 3D viewer, you can see the very first element that we entered. Now, when we click on it, the selected element turns red, and on the right-hand bottom corner, you can see the element number, pipe diameter, and the length of that element. If you want to deselect all the elements, then click anywhere else where there are no elements, and then the entire piping system or that element would be deselected. Let's say you'd like to rotate the piping model. To do that, press the left mouse button and then move your mouse. As you can see, as you press the left mouse button and move your mouse, the 3D model rotates, which is visible from the X, Y, and Z axis on the left and bottom side. Now here the center point of this is considered as the first point 0, 0, 0. If you want to pan the 3D model, click on the right mouse button and then move the cursor or move the mouse, and as you can see, the entire 3D model pans or it moves from the position. Now after we have panned the 3D model, and if we rotate it, you can see that the center point of rotation has changed and the 3D model, the piping 3D model, will rotate with the new center of the rotation. Now let's say you have panned this model and you have changed some things and you're zoomed in or zoomed out, and you'd like to reset the entire visualization of the piping model. Just click on Zoom Extend and you'd be brought back to the original or the default layout. Now if I rotate it, the center point is the center or the midpoint of the length of the cylinder, and that's where we can rotate the piping model. To zoom in and out, you can use the middle mouse scroll wheel. So when you rotate the scroll wheel, the camera zooms in or zooms out. The next task we have is to add the next piping element. Click on the plus button and then add 5000 in DZ, which is the vertical direction. Click on save and then you will be ready to enter the next element. For the third element, we will add 2500 millimeters in the Y direction. And for the last element that we'll be adding today is in X direction, 5000 millimeters. Once when you're done with it, close the window and then properly zoom in or zoom out to see the entire 3D model, or you can just use Zoom Extend. You can go in and click on each and every individual element to check the diameters and the length. It'll also tell you whether it's a pipe element or any other element and what is the element number or the ID or the serial number of that element. Now that was all about the elements. If you now toggle from element to nodes, you can see black dots appearing at the junction points. Now if you click on any one of that, you can see the node number. You can see that it is a node and it will show you the absolute X, Y and Z coordinate of that node. So that's how you would see or toggle between the nodes and elements, and then depending on what you want, you can interrogate either the element or the node. Now one very important thing that we need to understand is that we have created the file, but this file is not stored on the server. To save the file, just click on the save button, which is the second from the top. Click on that and then a small window will pop up. It'll say that file save is in progress, and then once when the file is saved, it will go away. That brings us to the end of this video. In the next video, we'll see how to add anchors to the piping system. See you then.